Hey, it's... Back from the depths of Seatopia and other places that people don't frankly remember, it is I, ShiNRobjira, rich and chocolatey smooth with a little bit of nougat. And today we are going to be talking about the Bullmark Mustard King Megalon figure. His actual subtitle isn't Mustard King, I just like calling him Mustard King because he looks like a bottle of Heinz yellow mustard. So I'm not gonna waste any more time talking to you with my face. We're just gonna move on over to this here table and look at the golden boy, the Megalon Oscar.
I just want to thank my mom and my dad, even though he's dead and he never loved me. Climate change absolutely helped my career. Ricky Gervais is an asshole.
Mustard King Megalon is as basic as they come. Beautiful detail in just one solid color. Now the history of this particular release is a mystery to me. I feel no matter where I look, I find out more about the other reissues instead of this one. Basically, this is a reissue of the original release that came out in 1973. That release featured 3 different versions, 2 for the Japanese market and 1 for the Hawaiian market. More on that later. I found a few other random ones, including a flesh tone one, which I thought was from the same line of reissues as mine, but the listing says 2004, so I'm just not, dear God. So if you have any real info on the 2006 reissues of the Bullmark Megalon figures, please do let me know down below. Articulation wise, we have the basics. Both arms, both legs, and the head. The real winner here with this figure is the detail. It's buggy, it's drilly, and it's pretty goofy. This figure really is the real deal. Everywhere you look, it's like this thing just hopped right off the movie screen and into a giant vat of yellow paint. And it's just the single solid color that keeps this figure from being a masterpiece, but I'm not complaining. I got this thing for $40, and as compared to the other versions up on eBay and other beautiful kaiju websites, that is a megaton steal. Despite not getting the bag with this guy, the bottom of his foot shows his release date and his maker, Bullmark, so at least I know it's not a bootleg. Well, if it is, at least it's a good one. A beautiful one, actually. Nay, a perfect piece to act as my very first Megalon figure. That's not the Minimates version. Time for that there size comparison. Bandai Tamashii Nation's Pacific Rim Uprising Raijin, coming soon. The Kaiju O series Godzilla Phileas, and not sure if official or bootleg Fred the Red Pikmin. If you can find yourself a Bullmark Megalon figure for a good price, I say jump and don't let it pass you by. According to this article from SciFiJapan, Megalon and Mechagodzilla were the last figures made by Bullmark, which makes them really hard to find, so hard to find, good price, get at it. Speaking of which, I mentioned Hawaii before. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Well, in this very article from SciFiJapan, it has been long theorized that due to Japan's close proximity to the Hawaiian Islands, these toys became very popular and were exported there. Bullmark even went out of their way and manufactured more figures in even more outlandish colors than their standard versions, which represented the colors of Hawaii. Isn't that nutty? I mean, holy crap, all this knowledge. Blah, blah. Now you might be asking yourself, why were Megalon and Mechagodzilla the last figures made by Bullmark? Well, due to the Godzilla franchise falling on hard times due to Japan's economic state at the time, the Godzilla line kind of went under, unfortunately. I'll include the article down below because it's a thumping good read on the history of Bullmark and how the company essentially started the vinyl Godzilla figure boom. But anyway, back to my face. Golly gee willikers, you got a history lesson and a figure review, all in under 7 minutes no less. Is this the beginning of a brand new ShinRobjira? It isn't. I honestly just threw all that history stuff in there because I found it interesting, yes, but it was also truly impossible to find any information on this thing. I can't even find pictures. Please send pictures, send information, leave it in the comments section, anything you can do. Tell me more about this thing. I cannot find a damn thing about it on the internet. Speaking of the internet, I have a Patreon page. Yes, I'm shilling this out a lot more now. If you would be so interested and inclined to help support this channel by donating $1 or $5 to help me keep bringing new stuff like this in for you all to watch a video on, by all means, you can do that and you will get certain rewards. The rewards for both tiers will grow over time. What I have set up now is all I really have to offer, unfortunately. I also have social media where you can view pictures of certain figures that I get at certain times, and I post stuff about music there too. Social media this, YouTube that, shill the Patreon page this, that, and who's a doozer. I have been ShinRobjira. Do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next Friday where I talk about that big fucking thing back there. Bane of my existence.
Yes, brother.